Sunderland. Has that given you some impetus, some confidence and belief to go on a run now and get some results?
Yeah, I think it has, because that's where we get, or the players certainly get the confidence and belief from winning football matches. And we have to remember that it's been a long time, since we last won a Premier League game. So we're talking about probably 4 months. So I'm confident that the players will be in a much better place.
Has it changed the mood around the place, that win?
Yeah, I think obviously we know the situation that we're in, and we know that we have to win more football matches. But it definitely puts us in a better place at the moment.
Is it all or nothing now? Is that the approach to the upcoming games?
Yeah, we're getting used to that, because it was the same the other night. It was all or nothing, and the players were amazing, and they produced a performance that got us the 3 points. So it's the same again on Sunday.
You lost to Manchester City in the FA Cup. What did you learn from that game?
Well, we know that we're playing against a top team with a top coach. So we're aware how difficult the fixture is. But when we went to the Etihad earlier on in the season, we came away with a point. And in the cup game, we worked hard. We had chances on the day. We're confident that that there's the 3 points that are at stake are something that we're very much after, and confident that we'll put a performance on to hopefully match that.
Coming up directly against Pep Guardiola, is he someone you admire?
He is, yeah. I've admired Pep for many years, and I used to watch and analyse his teams when he was at Barcelona, and nothing but admiration for him.
Is that a challenge for you, putting it side out to try and beat?
Of course it is, yeah. I watched obviously the Manchester United game last night, and as a coach, it's just the same as the players, that that's your or my direct competition, and it'd be great to put one over on him.
The win over Sunderland, did that whet your appetite on a personal level even more to be in charge of this squad next season?
I think the most important thing was to win the game, and we were so focused after the Bournemouth defeat to putting all our efforts in to winning the game, and that's what we achieved on the evening.
And in terms of this weekend, you're the last of the teams down there to play, so could that give you a lift perhaps before kick-off, depending on the other results, because the picture could change before you even kick off? It
could, but again, as I've said before, there's nothing we can do about that. All we can do is focus on our performance and our result.
Marco Silva, when he came in at Hull, I think he said that his side needed a miracle to stay up. What do you need?
As I keep saying, it's still a huge challenge, but one that we're very much looking forward to.
Steve, Boro fans we spoke to after the game, obviously delighted to win, but still a little bit subdued and thinking with the running you've got, it's a very tall order, but you've looked at the likes of Sunderland and Leicester at what they've achieved in the last small handful of games. Does that give you some hope? Yeah,
because I think it has happened in the previous seasons, and we're in a situation now where we're off the back of a win, and we're in good spirits.
And the running does look tough, but then again, teams like Manchester City, they've got a lot to play for. The draw didn't help them against Man United last night. So, in a sense, a lot of pressure on Guardiola to get that top 4 place. Can you exploit that at all?
Yeah, I mean, we're all under different pressures within the Premier League, and obviously we're at the wrong end of the table, and we're looking to win the game as Manchester City are to cement their place in the top 4. So it's got all the makings of a very good fixture.
And while it was a scrappy game against Sunderland, you must have been delighted with the clean sheet, but also the fact that they stuck at it and didn't lose their nerve in the second half when Sunderland looked as if they might pull one back.
Well, in North East derbies, it's just the way they are. The games are never eye-catching. There's always lots of tension within the game, and lots of fight and intensity. And we came out on top and got the 3 points we wanted.
What's the difference? Can you sort of measure the difference in mood on the training ground after that 3 points, the first win of the year?
I think that initially after the game, the players were really pleased with their efforts and the contribution towards the game. Magnificent support at the stadium throughout. It's a terrific atmosphere for the players to play in, and as I said earlier, the players are in a good place at the moment.
Ayala went off, and we still obviously know Ledbetter. Can you just update us with us of what you do know for sure about the injury situation?
Yeah, Danny's twisted his ankle, and he remains doubtful for the weekend. Victor Valdez, obviously, still his ribs are sore, and obviously he's very, very doubtful. And Grant Ledbetter is still struggling with his hamstring injury.
Steve, sorry, could I just ask a couple of, you mentioned analysing Guardiola there. What is it when you watch his scenes that impressed you most?
Well, they were just amazing, the way that they passed the ball, possession-based team, but with lots of creativity, lots of movement, and obviously talented players that could score goals for fun.
With that in mind, were you surprised that they perhaps struggled a little bit compared to the sort of expectations at the start of the year, especially when they won so many games at the start of the year?
I think when you come into a different country, it is different, and England's different to Spain and different to Germany. So I think, obviously, he's a top coach, and I'm sure he will become successful at Manchester City.